Alicia Miller. I play on the women's soccer team here at Mount. I'm from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, a small town called Lidditz, and the reason I came to the Mount was obviously to play soccer. I love the team, I love the atmosphere here. I like how you just feel like you're a part of one big family. I have a large family, I guess you could say. It's me and my mom, she's the most important to me. And then I have my stepdad, Craig, and my two stepbrothers, Connor and Mason. And then I also would say a part of my main family are my aunt and uncle and cousins, because my cousins are like my brothers, and my aunt's like a second mom, and my uncle's like my dad. So we have a pretty big, tight-knit family, I guess you could say. Some of my hobbies are just sports in general. I enjoy athletics. I enjoy watching games on TV, the football games, baseball, anything. My favorite sports teams, well, my family's mainly from Philadelphia, so we're Eagles, Phillies, Flyers, all the Philadelphia teams. I am double majoring in sociology and criminal justice, and I don't really have a plan as of now, but so far I'm staying for grad school next year and the following year, so we'll see what happens after that. If I could live anywhere in the world, I think I would say Ireland. I've visited there when I was in high school, and I just loved it there. Love the accents, love how everything's small town oriented. You can just go into like a local pub and everyone's your best friends. Even though I was a foreigner, they all talked to us like we were family. I had the most fun there. It's such great scenery, everything. I just loved it there. If I could change places with anyone in the world, it would be Tom Gosselin, so I could coach soccer. But I do not think he would agree with that. So yeah, that's who I would change with. My start in soccer was actually a very interesting story. I was a field player since I was 5 years old, and then in high school I actually had our two goalies I played club and high school with, and our two goalies were injured. One broke her arm and the other one tore her ACL, so we didn't have a goalie. So my coach asked me and my best friend Laurel to step up as goalies because we had played basketball, because he thought we had good hand-eye coordination. And after that, I just actually fell in love with the position of being the goalkeeper, and I've been there ever since. I wouldn't say it's one person that's had a major influence in my career. I would say obviously my mom, because she's been there for me through thick and thin. She's taken me to all my athletic events. When I played 3 sports and on 5 different teams, she took me to everything. If I would have to go to 3 practices in one night, she would take me there. And she's been my biggest fan all along, so she's definitely been my biggest influence. And then after that, I would have to say my club coaches when I was in high school were the Benedicts, Marlon and Erin Benedict, and her husband Matt. They pushed me to be where I am today, and I wouldn't be there without them. And another major one is Todd Hofford. He was my main goalie trainer, and he made me who I am right now. Some of my role models when it comes to soccer would obviously be pro soccer players like Abby Wambach, another major pro soccer player that a lot of people might not remember, but Michelle Akers. She was on the old gold medal Olympic team back in the day. She had this tenacity about her, and she just never gave up. She was very ill, and she had to work through this disease that she lost all of her energy, and she just worked through it, and she kept playing. Even though people told her to stop, she still did it because it's what she loved, and she wanted to be there for her team. And I think I've learned a lot from her and her mentality and her work ethic. What I love most about soccer is it's everything about it. It's the teamwork, the team unity, the family that you create, the competitiveness. I love competition. For me as a goalkeeper, adrenaline that goes through you when the ball's coming at you and you have to save it because you're the last line of defense. Just everything about it. There's not one thing I could pick out. Just love the sport. There wasn't anything particular that drew me to be a part of the Mount team. It was just everything about it and the school atmosphere. I would recommend that to any incoming student athlete is if you're picking a college, pick a college that you're gonna like even though you get injured, and you're gonna love the coach no matter what, you're gonna love the team no matter what, you're gonna love the school, because I know people who have gotten injured and it's been a career-ending injury, but they still stayed here at the Mount because they loved it. They love the people, they love the classes, they love the coaches, everyone else. So I think that's a good thing to have at this school, is to say that you would still stay here even if you had that career-ending injury. I would love to be involved in soccer after college. I'm hopefully going to continue playing intramural or whatever I do just because I love the sport. I would love to coach. I love coaching. I do it in the summer times with younger kids, but I would love to coach at the college level. But we'll see how that goes and see what happens. Don't know where life's going to take you. I think being involved in any sport impacts your life, not just soccer. Any sport, you learn the ups and downs of winning and losing, not getting playing time, being on the bench, or starting the whole time. You learn so many life lessons while playing any sport, especially a college level sport, because at college level, the sport is practically your life. You're doing it almost 24/7. You eat, breathe, sleep, everything. All you do is your sport. So if it takes up majority of your time and you are winning, that's great. Like, you're happy, but if you're losing, you got to cope with that. You got to deal with that, and you got to move on and try to make yourself better. And I think that applies to any job that you may have in the future. That applies to any life situation, any family situation. All those things happen. So I think you learn a lot by doing a college sport. If I could compete against anyone in soccer, it would have to be probably Michelle Akers or Abby Wambach, and not because of the competition. Well, the competition would be fun, obviously. They would obviously kick my butt, but I would have fun and just be able to hang out and meet those people would be such a great experience for me. Some achievements I've made in my athletic career that I'm proud of have been, I think, our soccer program has really turned around. I think our senior class and obviously all the years below us had involvement in that, but we've definitely turned our program around, and I think a big deal of that was our senior class this year. Also, I've had many achievements throughout my career here, but they've all been accompanied by my teammates too, and I don't think I should be the only one recognized for that. I think a lot of that goes to my main defender, Andrea, who's been there for me almost my entire career here. I think she deserves a lot of those achievements too, but it just stinks that it goes to one person. There's no one moment in particular. I don't think there's the good and bad moments that happen in the games. Like my junior year, I can specifically remember when we played Quinnipiac here at the Mount, and they scored with 1 second left to win the game. We were tied almost the entire game, about to go into overtime, and she scored on me, and you can't help that. And that's probably one of the worst moments here, other than breaking my arm my sophomore year. That was pretty painful. But best memory was just all the times that we fought as hard as we possibly could. We beat LIU this year, which was unheard of. We tied Monmouth my junior year at Monmouth. So I think we've made some pretty good memories on the field and off the field as a team. And so I can't pull out one particular moment. There's been good and bad, but overall it's just been a great experience. My dreams for the Mount soccer team would be that they go on next year to win the conference. I think we had a great opportunity this year, but we just didn't make it to where we had to be. We lost the games we had to win. We just didn't rise in those clutch situations, but hopefully next year they do that, and future years, I think we're definitely taking steps as a Mount soccer program, hopefully to get to that point. Each year seems to be better, so hopefully that's how it goes.